Hello again. Uh, what I want to discuss here is the dilemma that teenagers must be having right now. I'm just reading a book on a historical book. It's a novel. It's not really history, but it's about the Scottish Highlands in the 16th or 15th century, and they talk about how people who knew what they were going to be when they grew up. Their father was a miller, therefore they became a miller. Their father was took care of the horses, therefore they would take care of the horses. And there was a progression, and people knew what they were going to be doing, and how their lives were as far as satisfaction and happiness. I don't know. I have no way of knowing that. But I look at what kids today have to look through. When I started university, I didn't know what I was going to take. I started in phys ed because I enjoyed working out, enjoying phys ed, and I thought I'll become a phys ed teacher. Then I looked at it and thought, and my dad had said if he had to do it all over again, he would be a chiropractor. And I realized that if I spent one more year, which actually took a little bit longer than that, in college, that I could become a chiropractor, which I did. And I did that for 10 years because it was a good idea. And chiropractic is kind of a calling. Once you get into it and start doing it, and you start to see what's possible with the alternative health care, you wonder how anybody does without a chiropractor. But at any rate, I looked at, even then, the number of choices that I could have had, the things that I could have done. I had a guidance counselor in high school inform me, much to my surprise, that I could be anything I wanted to be. I had a rather low self-image when I was in my teens, and thought that the best I would be either a truck driver or a policeman or something. Nothing against policemen, it just seemed like an easy job to get into. I'm just not a very big man, and I wouldn't be the most intimidating policeman on the planet. So, but this guidance counselor told me that I could do anything and be anything I wanted to be, so it opened up a whole world. I spent 10 years in chiropractic, and liked a lot of it. Didn't particularly like being my own boss, but that's a whole different story. But what I've found with the method that I now utilize is a learning method that allows you to notice when you're more vital, curious, and happy. Which, if you're listening to this and you're not in your job, then that job's not for you, or you've lost it somehow. But with kids, with teenagers, I relate pretty well with teenagers because I don't control my mouth. I say what I think. I enjoy laughing. And when I have teenagers in my class, it resets their system back to looking out for themselves, for their own vitality, curiosity, etc. Now that said, there are people my age, who are retiring. And they've got, I'm 57 years old, so if I live as long as my grandmother, she lived to be 102, I don't expect that. But I've got a lot of time left on the planet, and I want to be productive. I want to be doing what I want to be doing. And it's this. But I found this that I'm teaching through a technology, right? And I do what I love to do. I love what makes me vital, what makes me curious. And I can spend hours in a classroom with a dozen people or less and just be curious for the whole weekend about what is it they want, what is it they want doing, what is keeping them from getting to where they want to get to. But the point of this talk is with teenagers, if we can show them how to honor their vitality, their curiosity, they're going to go out and live much more magnificent lives. I started this for teenagers, but it's going to be for mature people as well. You're getting out there, you've got all these options. I don't know anybody that doesn't want to be productive as they get older. MIC Peak Performance, Noticing Fixes More Than Fixing is my book that'll give you some clues. Thanks. Have a fun day.